I'm Wren. I'm a tattoo artist at Third Eye Tattoo in Brooklyn, New York. This is Gorgeous New York. I've been tattooing about 2 years. So I started on my own a little bit, working on myself, working on some friends of mine. I spent about 1.5 years just drawing every day before I ever touched a tattoo machine. Got in my head that I need to make a change in my life, and I wasn't really doing much of anything, to be honest. So I had always drawn growing up, but never really had the chance to pursue it. So I haven't taken an art class since 7th grade. But I just got it in my head. I got kind of stuck on the idea, and literally I was drawing, 2 to 3 hours a night every night, after working 10, 11 hours at my old job. I didn't necessarily even think that tattooing was a possibility when I started out, but I just knew that I loved to draw, and I started really pushing myself. Started just challenging myself to draw different things that I wouldn't necessarily be drawn to before. Try and force myself to handle sort of situations that you would run into in a shop. Yeah, I'm really drawn to traditional Japanese work, all the stuff that's inspired by the Edo period woodblock printing, all those heroes and dragons, koi fish, all that stuff I love, and it's tailor-made for tattooing because they're so bold, powerful images, and I also really love traditional American tattooing. Early 20th century East Coast stuff. All those guys, basically what you think of, or what your parents think of when they think of tattoos, except, the guys that actually were doing it, and treating it seriously, not little sponge and bucket shops where they were just racing people through. But there's a handful of guys even back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, really taking it seriously, really trying to advance it as an art form. And back then there was no magazines, no internet. I mean, there's really a handful of people kept tattooing alive, just through personal contacts, The way I see it, with the way, this little neighborhood is, everything I do, for the most part, is still walking around these streets, after they leave, So, I mean, the way I approach it is, I don't want anyone to walk out the door with something that I'm not proud, to have my name attached to, because it's still, despite how big it's gotten, it's still primarily word of mouth in terms of how you build your clientele, A lot of people say that tattooing can become addictive, and I think there's a lot of truth to that. But, I think in truth, it's really more a matter of breaking down your own inhibitions. For me, with each piece I got, I was just that less concerned about getting more, I think tattooing is amazing in itself. It doesn't have to be addicting because it's just great right off the bat, It's amazing. You carry art around on your body, there's a whole sort of cathartic process when you get a tattoo where you have to endure the pain, and then you leave, with this new piece of art that you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life. I think it's just an amazing, amazing process and an amazing experience altogether. And to me, it's more about just opening yourself up to that experience, And I think what you usually see is people get that first tattoo and they finally sort of, they've made that commitment already. After that, it's, they just want more and more and more.